Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Instant and the whole Instant fam is here. Laurel, Chris, Tyler, Stephanie.
Hey.
And
What's
up? We are talking authenticity, like our fake personalities.
What
Just
is
kidding.
that even
It's all
more?
facades,
Social
mirrors.
media.
It's just a weird twist. It came up a weird thing because like Party City this week like ripped off Miranda Sings, like her look for a costume for Halloween. And I was like, oh, what a ripoff. And then right at the same time, I saw Jake Paul rip off Young and Reckless and like the sweatshirt that he's putting out. I'm like,
Oh my God.
nothing's real anymore.
Nothing.
No.
So if you look at the sweatshirt, the Young and Reckless sweatshirt, and then you compare it to the Jake Paul sweatshirt, it's literally the exact same thing, almost to the color. And then, of course, in the Paul world, I was like, see that like Logan Paul then posts an apology video for, not an apology, he just kind of explains, he did this color blindness video last year, and he kind of exaggerated it, like when he put on these glasses and was like, oh my God, I can see color. And it was just all like,
Yo.
and like crying and like, and he got called out for it. And he finally a year later like apologized for it. So it just had me thinking about like, when is it time to have like actual like originality and authenticity in some of this stuff? I know they've been getting away with it forever. I mean, Logan Paul just got his diamond play button for getting 10 million subscribers, so people are still showing up. Just at what point is it done, or does it keep going, and when's it important to be like authentic again?
I think because we live in this world of social media, it's like we're like in the Truman Show. We have cameras all around us, so we're constantly playing to the cameras, and so I don't know. I feel like there's a level of authenticity, but then also inauthenticity with everything we do.
I think it depends on like what your aim is, because a lot of YouTubers that we interview even are just like, we ask them what is the key to like YouTube success, and they say you have to be true to yourself, put out content that
So
like,
that's a great point.
That is the
That is
worst.
like
Those are
the
the words
number
they
one
say.
thing. Be
But
yourself.
those
Yeah.
are the YouTubers that are out there and like people like them for their personalities. I feel like the Paul brothers are entertainers.
Yeah, I think
which
that's
is
what they call
why
themselves
their
anyway.
fake lives kind of works.
Right.
For them.
Yeah, and if they started that way, then I think people are more willing to let it keep going that way. And
Right.
even when those videos come out that show like when something was staged, the fans are like, oh my God, look at this, they faked it, and
Like,
then it causes
yeah.
even more of a stir.
But
Because
no,
it's-
they don't care.
Versus like,
Yeah,
No,
Like,
because
they,
it's
they've been
staged.
exposed so many times, and now they kind
Right,
of admit it
it's-
here and there, but they
Right.
don't
It's part of
care.
the-
It's staged, but it's still their personalities. Like
But
they
I
still
feel
are
like-
like pretty out there.
Aren't you
Yeah.
watching it knowing that it's kind of scripted? Like with David Dobrik's vlogs, like you know it's like improvised. It's not like a setup. It's not
What?
like their real lives. So like it just kind of feels like if you're watching a specific vlogger or like YouTuber like the Paul brothers or like David Dobrik, you kind of in the back of your minds like know that you're watching something that's not 100%
I think
real.
we
I think what throws me off is you're saying I'm a vlogger, I'm a daily vlogger, and
True.
it's like, to me, it's like there are actual vloggers who are like, this is this is me, this is my life. So if you say you're a vlogger, it means you're documenting your life.
That's true.
And if you're faking your life, then what's
He's making
then
a
you're
reality
making, you're making
TV
a reality
show.
television
Well,
show.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally the family of the decade, the Kardashians, replicated through YouTubers. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I see this as like, you put out content every single day. You kind of have to zhuzh it up every now and then
No,
with
you-
like,
I like
Yeah.
that. Judge.
you like a little like.
Well, that's what Jake Paul said in his like New York Times article. Is that basically he's making elevated Kardashian reality show. So like
Yeah.
the Team 10 house, everything that's being documented for his vlogs are 100% like not 100%, but like majority of it is fake, is staged.
really
So,
exaggerated.
yeah, really
stuff.
exaggerated, and that makes me feel a
Who
lot better.
kisses better? Dun dun dun.
Oh my God.
So then is this Young and Reckless, we talked about this, is the Young and Reckless thing fake? Like, did he really rip off Young and Reckless for merch now, or is that now, oh, let me get attention for my merch, so I'm gonna fake
I
something
think
else?
to me,
I mean,
it's just
So then you never know what's,
right.
you never
Real.
know when to like take them like at
Because the
their word on anything.
controversy
It's
kind
like-
of feeds
it's
the
like
beast.
in
So
the
it's like,
inception of like these false realities. It just keeps going deeper and deeper.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
well,
I
for
didn't
me,
think
I
of
think
that.
like when it comes to just like the inauthenticity when it comes to their products, I feel like that's crossing another barrier because like so many people, celebrities with money or just like followers, they feel like, oh, we can just kind of like rip something off and like our fans won't care because it's getting direct to source. And anyone from the highest level of even Kanye West still can take an unknown artist from Paris and just like do that in a music video and suddenly think that it's theirs. And so I feel like that's, to me pretty shady. Like, you know, for like a Jake Paul to like steal a sweater design and then
Right.
just call it his. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's almost like an
Whether
artistic.
real or not.
Yeah, that's like, to me, I think that's always like an infringement on someone else's art.
Well, that happened also with Nikki and Gabby. What is it, Nikki, who like made the like Scream Queens rip off, and all she's like, "Look,
Oh,
I made this
right.
show."
Oh, yeah.
And I know, and she acknowledges that like first you're watching the trailer for it, and you're like, "This is Scream Queens," and then she acknowledges at the end, "Yeah, I made this because I miss Scream Queens." And I'm like, "But you're just that's not even your art
That's not a
yet.
thing,
You
honey.
just took someone else's idea." And,
I
like,
miss it.
yeah, and she's like, we're kind of parodying it, and we're doing this. I'm like, no, you're taking this serious, first of all, because you can watch it. It's serious. And I'm like, you're just ripping off
Someone else's
someone else's
idea.
thing again and making content out of it. And fans are just gonna be like, sure, that's fine, because
But
I
then
miss
people-
Scream Queens too. If you read the comments, everybody was like, yes, yes, I love it, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm like, ah.
I always wonder, like, you know, why, like, what's their motive? And I feel like it's money. Like, they have the money to do whatever pops into
Well, yeah.
their head. So if she's
Like,
like,
everyone's copying everybody, I feel like, on
Yeah.
YouTube especially,
Yeah.
too. Because, like, they'll copy, like, mainstream stuff, like Scream Queens, or they'll copy each other. Like, people, like, YouTubers copy other YouTubers that are successful. They see something that they include in their vlogs, and they do the same thing. And it's like, you're getting the same content from different places, which is a little bit like,
just different
it's
ways.
diluted and it's not
yeah,
fun.
Beauty
and I
calls
think
and
that's what's
box-
getting
Yeah.
on my nerves now.
Unboxings
I'm just wondering where the line is, because I'm like, I want something original.
Yeah, it's
Like,
But at
that's
the
why I
same
love, like,
time-
when, I know it's like a YouTube bread, and it's like, they got to throw money at it, but like, when people like Joey do like Escape the Night stuff, and they do bigger productions, like, you don't have to do that big and get money from YouTube, but it's so original, and then it's like so.
But Escape the Night is
Well-
also, like, Clue.
well,
I mean,
damn it, nothing's real anymore.
Nothing's real.
That's not original, I
But I
would
think
say.
part of the
But
problem
No,
too
it's
is
true.
that like they already think they're famous. They already think they're like something to be watched. So it's like, let me just vlog about my life versus let me focus on some sort of original concept or idea, and through that people get to know me. It's like, I'm just gonna be a vlogger because I'm a vlogger.
but also, I kind of
When you're talking about
actually
chasing other
think
YouTubers.
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually think that like there's just a limited number of ideas, and like maybe not forever, but right now, like you can't expect any one YouTuber to just come up with new ideas every week. So I kind of can allow YouTubers to steal from each other as long as they make it their own.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's a challenge. I get it. Like,
It's a
especially if you're doing it
community,
every day.
Yeah.
Like
It's every day, bro.
If you're doing it every day, that's a challenge. But like, I just wish there was like some originality.
One of the
mean,
one
yeah.
of the people that I love, that I just think he's still so original. But again, he's like deriving. He started off deriving from like Disney and everything like that. But like Todrick Hall, like his
Oh, Todrick.
talent and just like the way that he like has his signature videos, like with his mashups, and just it's so amazing to me. Like I feel like that's what I love to see. But again, I guess to each their own.
Yeah. I just think it's time for that. It's time for more like really great original YouTube content. 'cause
Talented people.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They might
Just
be
try
talented, but-
something. Just like try something new, guys.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Like,